We continue now at the top of Daf Nun Tesam Beis Meseches Avodah Zara. This is Avodah Zarah Daf 59b. On the previous summit, they asked Rav Kahana, is an Ovid Kochavim allowed to transport Anovim? Is he allowed to transport the grapes to the gas, to the wine press? And Rav Kahana said, no, that is not allowed. And the Gemara is in the middle of asking from a brisa. Rav Yemar brings a brisa which says that if an Ovid Kochavim did transport Anovim in a basket, and the brisa here continues, Uvidardurin, or let's say in a small barrel, if he transported those to the gas, to the wine press, Afal Pisha Hayayin Mezalef Alei, and even if there's wine that is spraying over them, even if there's actual liquid that's being released, mutter, it is permitted, and so therefore it seems to be going against Rav Kahana, who said it's forbidden for the Ovid Kochavim to transport the Anovim to the gas. We'll note what we noted on the previous Amud. The Rishonim discuss why should it at all be forbidden. This is clearly before the stage where it enters into the bore, where it enters into the cistern. It's even before the stage where it's flowing into the bore, and so therefore why should it be forbidden? But in any case, again, Rav Kahana said that it is forbidden, and here in this brisa it seems to be mutter. And the Gemara continues, Amar Le, he said back to him, Hevi ko amrit, you're bringing a brisa which is talking about where he already brought it, he already transported it to the gas, and so there it would be mutter after the fact. But I know lechatchila kamina, I was just saying that lechatchila an Ovid Kochavim shouldn't transport it to the wine press. And the Gemara continues, Hahu esroga denafa lechavisa dechamra. There was an esrog that fell into a barrel of wine. Idri Ovid Kochavim v'shakle. Rashi explains, Idri Ovid Kochavim kafatz v'ochza b'soch hayayin shelo tishtaka. The Ovid Kochavim, he stuck his hand in order to catch the esrog, that it shouldn't fall to the bottom of the chavis. And he took the v'shakle, and again he took the esrog. Amar lahu Rav Ashi. Rav Ashi said to them, Naktua liyadi, you have to hold his hand still, ki hechi delo l'shachshich be, in order that he doesn't agitate the wine, because if he agitates the wine, he might do that for the Avoda Zara. That could be problematic. Uvirtsua ad shaifa, and then what you should do is you should tilt the barrel over and keep lowering the level of the wine until his hand is no longer touching the wine. Rashi explains, if he does that, if he agitates the wine for Avodah Zara, it's going to be forbidden to get benefit. The way that they would do the libation was by agitating the wine. Turn the barrel to one side until your wine pours to the vessel after it's drawn from the Ovid Kochavim, and then you take the hand out. The point is over here, get the wine out, let it go below the level of the Ovid Kochavim's hand, and then you can bring his hand out. And then whatever's in the barrel will be permitted, will be permitted for benefit. Because the point over here is that as long as his hand is in the wine, if he does take it out, it's going to be impossible to make sure that he doesn't agitate the wine, even if we're holding his hand. And that's why you should drain the top of the barrel of the wine, and then it will not be a problem. And the Gemara continues, Amar Rav Ashi. Rav Ashi says, Hay Ovid Kochavim, the Nasche lechamra the Yisrael bekavona. If you have an Ovid Kochavim, an idolater, who does pour the wine of a Jew, he pours it as a libation to Avodah Zara, and he does that bekavana, he does that with intent. Afal gav de lezavune lo'ovid kochav machrina aser. Now, even though that wine is now aser to get any benefit, so you wouldn't be able to sell that wine to another idolater, but shari le lemishkal dame me'ahu ovid kochavim, it is permitted to take money from that ovid kochavim. Essentially, you can sell that ovid kochavim who prohibited the wine, just sell him that wine. And my time, what's the reason for that? The Gemara says, make lakalia. It is considered as if the Ovid Kochavim burned the wine. It's as if he destroyed the wine. Essentially, he damaged it, and therefore he owes you the money. That's why that is allowed. And the Gemara continues, Amar Rav Ashi. Rav Ashi says, Mena Aminallah, from where can we show that this is true? The Tanya is in a brisa, Ovid Kochavim shenisech yeno shal Yisrael. If an Ovid Kochavim poured the wine of a Yisrael as a libation, shalo bifnei avodas Kochavim, it was not in front of the Avodah Zara, even if it wasn't in front of the Avodah Zara, asur, it is forbidden. For Rabbi Yehuda ben Bava, Rabbi Yehuda ben Beseira matirin. Rabbi Yehuda ben Bava and Rabbi Yehuda ben Beseira, they say it's permitted, mishum shnei devarim. It's permitted for two reasons. Echad, number one, she'ein menaschen yayin el b'fnei avodas Kochavim. They wouldn't pour wine as a libation unless it was actually in front of the Avodah Zara. V'echad, and the other reason is she'omer lo, because he can say to him, lo kol hemencha sheteyaser yeni lo'onsi. You're not able, you don't have the power to make my wine forbidden against my will. And Rashi explains, Asr af bahana, again the opinion of the Tanakam and the Bryce is that it's forbidden even bahana, and matir no so bahana. And then Rabbi Yehuda ben Bavan and Rabbi Yehuda ben Beseira, they say it's mutter bahana. Lo kol mencha, you don't have the ability to make my wine forbidden. And Rashi notes, v'afagav de lo svir lan kevasayu. Now, even though we don't hold, like Rabbi Yehuda ben Bavan and Rabbi Yehuda ben Beseira, lahatiro limchor li'ovid kochavim acher, that he's allowed now to sell it to another ovid kochavim, me'ahu ovid kochavim miyashari lifruei nizko. But from that particular ovid kochavim who did the damage, he is allowed to take payment for the damage, mishum tam to lo kol mencha, from the reason of, again, lo kol mencha. And the Gemara continues, there was a barrel of wine, the shtakil lebarza, that the stopper was taken off of the barrel and the wine was coming out. Also, Ovid Kochavim idri onach yadei lave, and Ovid Kochavim came and he jumped up and he placed his hand over the area where the wine was coming out in order to stop it from coming out. Amar Rapapa said, Kol delahade barza chamra aser, any wine that's adjacent to the area where the stopper was is now forbidden. And Rashi explains, any stream of wine near the area of the hole is going to be forbidden, bishasiya, drinking it, but it's not going to be forbidden to get benefit, because this is not considered agitating the wine, because the hole that it's coming out of is very narrow, it's not really possible to agitate it, and we will continue with this discussion in the next video on Daf Samech Amar Aleph.